The situation involving Gervonta Davis unfolded in a way that quickly turned from a private dispute into a public controversy, after a confrontation between him and his ex-girlfriend at a Miami strip club in October was brought to light through surveillance footage. What happened that night, according to what was later presented in court, painted a tense and uncomfortable picture of an argument that escalated beyond words. The footage, which was shown during a legal proceeding in Florida, captured a series of moments that would ultimately become central to both a civil lawsuit and an ongoing criminal matter. The environment, the timing, and the actions seen in those clips all contributed to a narrative that has since been heavily debated by both sides. According to the details shared in court, the incident took place in the early hours of the morning, just before 4 a.m., inside Tootsie's Cabaret in Miami. At that hour, the club appeared to be largely empty in the area where the encounter occurred, particularly in the back hallway where the confrontation unfolded. The footage reportedly shows Davis, who was 30 years old at the time, approaching his ex-girlfriend in that hallway. What followed, as described during the proceedings, was a physical interaction that quickly intensified. The video appeared to show Davis grabbing the woman by the neck or possibly by her hair, initiating a sequence of movements that carried them through the hallway and beyond. As the footage continued, the interaction did not remain contained to a single spot. Instead, it moved through different parts of the club. The woman was allegedly pushed along the hallway and then down a set of stairs, with the motion continuing through an area of the club that was described as closed or empty at that time. The absence of other people in that immediate space added to the starkness of the scene, as there were no visible interruptions or interventions during those moments. Eventually, the movement led them toward an exterior door, which opened out into a parking lot, marking a transition from the interior of the club to the outside environment. Once outside, the sequence took another turn. As the woman stood near Davis and another unidentified man, there was a sudden shift in her behavior. She quickly turned around and ran back through the same door they had just exited moments earlier. This abrupt action appeared to bring the physical encounter to an end, at least based on what was captured in the available footage. There were no further interactions shown beyond that point, and the incident, as recorded on camera, concluded there. In the days following the encounter, the situation moved from a private altercation into a formal legal matter. The woman involved filed a police report, providing her account of what had happened. In her statement to authorities, she alleged that Davis had grabbed her by the neck and hair during the incident. Alongside the police report, she also initiated a civil lawsuit, accusing him of physical assault. These actions set in motion a legal process that would involve both criminal and civil components, each proceeding on its own track while stemming from the same alleged event. As the case progressed, law enforcement took steps based on the claims that had been made. A warrant was eventually issued for Davis's arrest, including charges of felony attempted kidnapping as well as misdemeanor battery. The issuance of such a warrant indicated that authorities believed there was sufficient basis to pursue the matter further within the criminal justice system. Davis was taken into custody roughly 2 weeks after the warrant was issued, marking a significant escalation in the situation from an initial allegation to formal legal consequences. The court proceedings that took place on Tuesday, however, were not directly related to the criminal charges. Instead, they were part of the civil lawsuit filed by the woman. During these proceedings, her attorney presented multiple clips from the surveillance footage, allowing those in the courtroom to view the sequence of events as recorded on camera. The decision to show these clips was clearly intended to support the claims being made in the lawsuit, providing visual evidence to accompany the allegations described in the legal filings. While the footage and the allegations have been central to the case against him, Davis has strongly denied any wrongdoing. He has taken a firm stance in his defense, asserting that he did not harm the woman and challenging the narrative that has been presented. According to his claims, the situation has been misrepresented, and he has suggested that the allegations are part of a deliberate attempt to extract money from him. This perspective frames the incident not as an act of violence, but as a setup designed to take advantage of his financial success and public profile.